Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 9 of our Enigmatica 6 Expert Let's Play series, where today we pop back into the nether, find ourselves a fortress, find ourselves a blaze spawner so we can finally get that going, and then get some create stuff started so that we can start setting up some awesome looking farms in the next episode. Let's get started. Welcome back, folks, to our Enigmatica 6 Expert Let's Play series. Today we are going to continue our nether exploration. I did in between episodes go ahead and find us a fortress. I did not do any exploration in the fortress. I just found it, and then I went and got us a little bit more nether quartz so that I can build up our experience levels back up, because we lost all of our experience during our multiple deaths in the last episode, and I need something to be able to teleport back and forth from our fortress. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive back on in. So I have it set up here. It's going to cost 3 levels to go over, which is actually kind of expensive, but it is what it is. We're gonna make it work. So again, with the map, I keep forgetting to go in here and going into the setting and fixing that. But anyway, so if we look where we're at, we are over here. I had to go through this basalt delta. That is like the worst biome ever, basically ever, pretty much. But anyway, so we had to go through this, lots of lava. I almost died many times, but we made it through. And then I saw this on the map and then found it. I actually had to dig through to get here. As you can see, it's kind of like in a cave. At least the entrance to it is. It was not easy to find. But I dug through the wall over here. There was a warped fungus biome thing over here. Somewhere around this way I dug through. I don't even remember, because I placed my thing down. I think it was over there. Mr. Enderman, yeah, over there. So I had to dig through that way. I think, again, I don't remember 100% because this was yesterday. But anyway, we're here. We found the fortress. There is a wither skeleton immediately right here. Let's go ahead and start trying to take this dude out. Okay. Hopefully he has no other buddies. And there we go. A terrible fortress. We're just trying to see if there's any. We're falling right into a crossroads. Did I bring that? I took that thing down. Yes, because I want to set this up near the blaze spawner, because we're going to need, well, we're going to need blaze for sure. Okay. And that's it. Okay, good. We're safe. All right. So let's go ahead and head downstairs and see what we can find. It seems very dark. Is my brightness? It's bright as it can be. It seems very dark in here. Darker than it normally is inside of a fortress, for me at least. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you guys see it too. There is a ton of nether quartz here. Okay. Looks like we found the main room. I'm going to come over here and get nether wart. We do have a guy with a bow. He should come around this corner. Got him. Oh my. Okay, there's quite a few of them down there, plus blazes. I'm not necessarily, I mean, I do need the blazes, but I'm not necessarily interested in fighting all of them. What spawner is that? Zombie piglin. That might actually be a good spawner if I had cardboard available to pick up, especially when we get into Eidolon. I hear blaze somewhere. Really, I need this guy to get just a little closer so I can pick him up without him doing that. What I should have brought was my Oreos, so that I had fire resistance and I wouldn't have to worry about them shooting at me, but hindsight is 2020. There is a chest over here. What are these? Gold bars from Quark. Okay, let's see what's around this corner. Nothing. Chest. What do you got? Potent toxin. That sounds cool. Some more tetra schematics, carbuncle shards, slimy seeds. We'll just take everything. Who knows? It's all going to come in handy eventually, I'm sure. Okay, and we have a dead end. No blaze spawner yet, and that's what I'm looking for, is a blaze spawner. Let's go ahead and eat. Okay, we went that way. There was nothing over there. And what I didn't bring is any sort of building blocks when I find this blaze spawner to actually start being able to block it off. So let's go ahead and grab some of this basalt, I guess. So that way I have something. Okay. Because I kind of want to block it off. That way the blazes can't come to me, but I can go to them, and then I can control the fight instead of them controlling me and setting me into panic mode, because it's definitely going to happen. Okay. There was a blaze up here. Is there a spawner up here is the question. There's more nether wart. Another chest and a dead end. Gold chest plate. I'm going to take all of the armor because we can't craft any armor. But I want to make sure. It was in the comments. I believe it was Victoria Rose who told me to use one of my books of removing from Apotheosis to get the Gourmand enchant off of the helmet. And I need to do that before it breaks. Absolutely. So thank you for reminding me of that, Miss Rose. Okay. Nope, this is just the top of this. Okay. All right, so we got some more nether wart here. And I have soul sand. If you remember, we spawned in a soul sand biome, so I have plenty of soul sand. Potent toxin again. I'll take iron, of course. We're out of room in our inventory. No, that's takeoff. I want you. You can go away. You can go away. You. All these things with all separate NBT data that takes up extra space in my inventory. Okay. We're making our way downtown. Walking fast. Okay. Nothing over there. I'm actually kind of surprised we have yet to find a blaze spawner. There are blazes. I see them on the map, so, but they can spawn here without having to necessarily have a spawner. Let's go take this guy out and see what's over here, though it does look to be a dead end. Yes, okay. I should be marking where I've gone so that I don't, end up backtracking, because I do that frequently. Let's go this way. I've been this way. Been this way. Okay, so this is that zombie piglin spawner. Like I said, I kind of want to save this. I wish I had some cardboard now so I could pick this up, because this will be great for Eidolon. I kind of want to actually... I'm going to go ahead and... This is zombie piglin spawner. Kind of want to mark that so I can come back to it. I have other waystones from all of our exploration. I have found tons of waystones, so I'm not concerned about using these. All right, so what I'm going to do is, since I'm not having much luck finding these, I will do some more exploration off camera and hopefully come across a blaze spawner, and we'll come back. And here we go. Here is what looks to be a blaze spawner right up there. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go and block off the rest of this fortress so that nothing else can come to us here. We'll go ahead and block these off too. That way we know we're not going to get bombarded by wither skeletons. And then I'm going to go ahead and set up this here. This is going to be blaze spawner. And they're spawning. I already hear them. Got a little too close. So what I want to do is pick... Oh, no, I placed the blaze spawner down. Oh, that was not good. That was not what I intended. I meant to right-click on that guy, but I hit the roof instead. Okay, well, we have this here. I'm going to go ahead and teleport back home, and we're going to use the /home command for that. I'm going to grab my Oreos so that I get the resistance. Since I have them, let's just grab like 16 of them. We're going to put this away. We'll grab these. Let's grab one of those tomes, too. It's the tome of scrapping, I believe. Yeah. Now, how does this work? If I request one of these, And I want this helmet. Do I just craft the two together? Or do I need to do this in an anvil? Is an anvil the standard recipe? Tell me it is. Yes. Okay, so 3 blocks of iron. Okay. Put that back in and then request an anvil. Oh, that pressurizer is so nice. We can go ahead and put our anvil over here. And then we're going to do these two. Yes, 10 levels to take this off, but that's going to get me Gourmand 3. Is that the best? No, actually, it can go up to Gourmand 5, but we're going to take it as Gourmand 3. What if I reverse this? Is that cheaper? No, you can only do it this way. That's fine. All right, so we have the enchant. That's what I wanted. Now we need to see, do we have any helmets? Helmet? Or is it $ helmet? It is, but I have none. So I do not have a helmet available to me. Plate helmet. This is Tinker's on top of a chainmail helmet. I could make chainmail. I just have no helmet at all, but that's okay. We're going to eat our Oreo and we're going to have a bunch of health. So let's do this. Bam, and look at all those resistances now. So now I can come up here and pretty much I'm not going to take much damage from these guys. I can grab this back. Excuse me. Did it fall into the fire and then get burnt up? I think it did. Yeah, my blaze spawner fell into the fire and burnt itself up. That's lovely. Just what I wanted to happen. Great. All right, well, we're going to have to go make another one of those. Oops, I missed. I missed again. I literally put it in the exact same spot. So we're going to kind of block this off a bit. Something like this. We just don't want them to spawn anywhere else but in this center room. Granted, I don't take much damage, as you can see, so we're going to just something like this. Okay. Now they can spawn down here because there are these massive gaps here, but I'm not gonna worry about filling that in. Most of them should spawn here, and then I can kind of sort of do something like this. So that I can come up here. They're not going to shoot at me right away, and then I can come in here and smack them, right? But now I got to go make another blaze spawner. So let's go back home, and let's try not to ruin it again. So let's do blaze spawner, or not spawner, blaze burner, and request those. Now let's try this again. We did get some blaze rods, so that's good. I want to put the extra basalt away. We're going to put this here. All of this stuff can go away. Let's clean up inventory a bit. Yeah, all of you can go away. Take off. You're going to stay with me, and we have our Oreo. Bam. Okay. I am wasting levels by going back and forth here, by the way, so I need to be careful about this. Let's bust a hole. So now, let's kill out some of these guys. And then I should be able to right-click and capture the blaze inside of this, yes. And now, basically, I just need to farm some of these guys for blaze rods. Which we're getting quite a few. We got 4. Yeah, and that's basically it. And then once I get another Oreo, I'll get luck, which is going to let me get more blaze rods. So that's good. Sounds like we have a couple of them trapped somewhere in those gaps that are down there. Maybe it would be in my best interest to go plug those up. Just so that they can't spawn down here. Because they will. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to farm a couple of these blaze rods and then we'll come back and get into the meat of this episode. All right, we're back. I ended up with 10 total blaze rods and we have our blaze burner. So I can actually go ahead and, what button did I just press? Was that R? E? I don't know what button. I know there's a button that you can swap between, you know, your offhand and everything. I never remember what button that is. Wrong thing to break. I meant to break this. So now we have a blaze burner available to us for all of our mixing and stuff. And so what we do with the blaze burner is actually, I don't know if I've shown you guys this, but on your create items, if you see there's that button that says hold W to ponder. If I hold down W, it gives us a tutorial of what that item can be used for. So blaze burners can provide heat for recipes if you give it some kind of combustible fuel, like wood or coal or anything like that. Or there is this blaze cake that allows it to get to superheated mode. And yeah, you can feed it. And you can automate the feeding with a deployer. You can have it just boop, 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 and this is a mechanical arm to pull the items off and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's what the blaze burner is used for. So if we were to, for example, if I were to get a piece of coal and give it to this guy, he would wake up. He lights up, and now he's heating up this thing, and bada bing, bada boom. We got heat going on, and we're making progress. You know, we're getting stuff done. And so we pop into our quests. That's going to complete quite a few quests, I believe, in the create section. Yeah, blaze burner here gets us epic create loot box. Oh, and then it's telling us to make, we can make builder's tea, which is a tea from create, which is it is a whole process to make. You got to heat it with leaves, water, and milk. That's going to make the tea, and then you can bottle that. And then there's the blaze cake itself, which was made with a blaze cake base and lava, which actually isn't terribly too difficult. And the blaze cake base is egg, sugar, and cinder flour, which is, we're working towards cinder flour. It's required for a couple different things that we're going to need going forward. But our next goal is to get into the electron tube section and start working on getting deployers so that I can get a tree farm going. So that's where we're at. That's basically our next major goal, is to get a tree farm and a regular farm too. We're going to do both. Oh, we got brass casings from that as the reward, which means, what can we set up with brass casings? That kind of skips a few sections for us. Yeah, portable storage interface. Because I was gonna set up a minecart contraption for our farming, but getting these brass casings means I can make the portable storage interfaces, which was the limit, because in order to make brass casings, you need polished wood from Eidolon. And so we'd have to dive into Eidolon, and we have to get into blood magic, because the only way to make these is through blood magic. And we got to dive into Botania, because it's actually living wood planks that you put into your altar to make these polished wood planks. So it's quite a while away to get these brass casings. So getting them for free is actually pretty dang awesome. I'm trying to think, like, do we want, I could go with my traditional farm, my rotational complex farm, and use that, because we just gained access to the portable storage interface. That kind of changes my game plan here a little bit. And I think it's a better farm overall, I believe, because well, I just think it is. Yeah. What other options do we have? Anyway, I'm deviating. What I want to do, I want to get the time in a bottle. I need to get the time in a bottle going so that we can start getting stuff done. I think this is our village here. Yes, which has a church, which has a blaze, or a what's that thing called? A brewing stand inside of here. So I can take this, and now that we have the blaze rods, did I pick it up? Yes. We can actually brew a few potions, which is what I want to do, because we need to get a sugar potion going for a swiftness potion for the time in a bottle. So we need a potion of swiftness, and we specifically need the 8x one. Okay, so in order to make this, we are going to need to craft the potion of swiftness 3 minute, which is going to be sugar on an awkward potion. Okay, so let's get some nether. I'm like, didn't I know I got nether wart? We're gonna put all of this stuff away. I'm curious about that potent toxin, but generally, I don't know. I don't usually use like poison effects and stuff. So what we can do with our blaze rod is we can break it down here and get 2, or if we put it into our pulverizer for now, we can get, where did it go? Pulverizer. We have a chance to get 3, or well, we'll get 3, and then we can put a catalyst in here, and it will give us a potential chance to get more, including this sulfur dust here. So I'm going to throw a piece of flint in with this, just so that I can hopefully maybe get an extra one, or we'll get the sulfur at least. And sulfur is only craftable, by the way, so I do not believe you can find sulfur in the wild. So we're going to go ahead and put this in there and let it pulverize into the blaze. And while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead, we have our nether wart, and then we need some sugar. And it was sugar twice, right? No, it's redstone for the second one. So we can put that away. And redstone. So then we just need some bottles. I only have 2, so let's grab a set for 3. And we need to get some water. Do I not have an infinite water source set up yet in my house? No, I don't. I really should. That way I don't have to run out here to get water. Yeah, I need to get an infinite water source set up in the house. With the create the brass casing, I could make an aqueous accumulator now too, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and put these into here along with this, and then I just need to get my blaze, which ended up in here. I did not get anything extra. I got a cinnabar, and I did get the sulfur dust that has a chance to be gotten. So we're just going to do 1 blaze, put that in there, and make us an awkward potion, please. And since we don't have a time in a bottle, we can't tick accelerate it. We can't make it go any faster. And then we're going to make a cuckoo clock, because we don't have soul shards, but we should be able to make a cuckoo clock, I believe. Yeah, that's cheap. All right, so this is going to get us our awkward potion, and then that's going to get us our potion of swiftness. And while that does that, let's go ahead and make our cuckoo clock. We're going to need to make a clock, and then we should have a cogwheel available to us. So cogwheel not found. Okay, I lied. Buttons not found. Okay. Well, I heard the potion finish, so let's go ahead and throw the redstone in there and let that do that its thing. Let's get some planks, as many as it can, and then clear this thing out. Is there like a, yeah, there's no quick clear. You kind of got to click on all of them. And then we'll just do 16 buttons, let's say. And now we should be able to do this. Cogwheel, and then a cuckoo clock. And it's using my Baobab logs, which I'm not super duper happy with, but it's okay. Yeah, I wish there was just a quick clear button there. And that should have Potion of Swiftness for 8 minutes. So then it is an anvil craft. And I don't really know how this works, to be honest with you. Item anvil smashing. So is it just both items underneath the anvil? Because it's showing, you know, the Potion of Swiftness above, but I think it's going to be just both items below the anvil. So let's take our anvil. We're going to set it up here. That's not what I wanted to do. I meant to do that after. What I want to do is get my magnet, because I'm going to end up picking up the items, and we're going to turn you off for a moment, or yeah, V to turn it off. We're going to toss our swiftness and our cuckoo clock down. And then we'll place our anvil here. And there we go, time in a bottle. And that's exactly how you do it. Keep in mind that it is going to damage your anvil. But yes, time in a bottle. If you don't if you haven't ever seen any of my other series, you'll know that, well, you won't know that this is my absolute favorite item, a tick accelerator. Time in a bottle. Basically, as you play the game, it stores up time, and then you can utilize that time later to make things faster, make machines faster, make processes faster, whatever you want. Any kind of tile entity that does any kind of processing, you can make it faster. So yes, fantastic that we have that. That's going to be in our inventory for the rest of forever, and we will be utilizing it heavily throughout this series because it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's prep ourselves for next episode with our our farm. So we are going to need 2 different farms, right? We're going to want to go ahead and get ourselves set up with 2 farms, and those are going to require 2 different items. I'm trying to see if there's a quest for those, if I need to do any prerequisite questing. I need to get I need to do you, and you are dependent on piston, cart assembler, bearing, and rope pulley. Really? In order to get, I have to do all of these quests in order to get to the chassis quest, which will allow me to get quests rewards for the things that I want here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and add things to the to-do list then. Maybe these things will come in handy in the future. We'll see. Andesite casing, rope pulley. And then we can get into chassis, which we want a radial chassis anyway, and a linear chassis. Bam. Okay. So what we're going to ultimately be crafting out of this, what our goal is, I just want to get the quest completions, is the mechanical harvester so that we can harvest our crops automatically. And we're going to want a mechanical saw so that we can harvest trees automatically. There are 2 other items. There's the mechanical drill, which can mine. It can drill things. And there's the mechanical plow, which can plow fields. It can... a great addition to moving minecart machine for pulling up extra track behind it. That's generally what I've used this for. It tills land. Yeah, I don't know if it does any other things, but all I know that is it tills land and it picks up cart pieces. So we have to go through the chain here and make all of these things in order to get this going. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a piston. Let's get ourselves our tin plates. I'm gonna make just like give me all of those, and then give me a stack of those, and we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves some plates. And actually, what am I doing? I don't need my hammer for that. I need to place them all here. And look how fast that goes. Bam, perfect. I do need my hammer to make the rods though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do all of these as rods, so that way we have those. And then we're just going to work our way through all the crafting of these things. It's not going to be terribly too exhilarating or exciting. That's a silver rod? No, you're a tin rod. Thank you. Well, you have the tin rod. It's right there. Oh, it actually is a silver rod. Are you kidding me? All right, I'm going to go ahead and make these things, and then that way we can get the quest rewards, and then we'll come back, wrap this episode up, and then next episode get our farm set up. So give me just a moment. All right, and with all of this, that should be everything we need to get our farms set up next episode. So I've decided to go with the rotational complex, the rotational farm, not a mechanical or a minecart contraption. So what we have for these is it's pretty much duplicated down the line. So we have an encased fan that's going to provide our rotational power. Not going to be the fastest, 4 RPM, but it works because plants take a while to grow, correct? So we have an encased fan. On top of that is going to sit a mechanical bearing, which is going to translate the rotational power into, a rotation into a machine, which is going to have a radial chassis sitting on there. The mechanical bearing, this top plate spins, and it's going to spin this radial chassis, which is going to have linear chassis hooked up to the sides, and then mechanical harvesters, are going to spin around, do their thing with portable storage interface. We'll explain it all. So this is to set up one farm. We probably are ultimately going to need to have 2 mechanical harvester farms, one for our normal plants that self-replant, like wheat or potatoes, beetroot, and things like that. All of that stuff can plant itself. For like industrial hemp, where it grows here and then you harvest the top block, so industrial hemp, sugarcane, cactuses, kelp and stuff, we'll set up a separate farm. I'm not 100% on the kelp one. I don't know if kelp, because it requires water source blocks to grow, I don't know if we can have a source block here with the kelp planted and then it will grow to this block and we can harvest at the 2nd level. I don't know if it requires to be at a 3rd level to harvest. We'll find out. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so we can get that set up. And then for our tree farm, it's the exact same thing, except we have mechanical saws instead. And we are going to need to set up deployers. So I have those on our to-do list here, but we're going to work on this next episode because it requires a couple different things that we don't have yet. Specifically, these electron tubes, which requires us to get polish some quartz. And it requires us to make these brass hands, which we haven't made brass yet. It is easy to make. Is it? No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, I was on the wrong one. I was looking at the plates. It is easy to make. It's zinc and copper, so we don't have to worry terribly too much about that. So that is all of that stuff. I did not mean to press F3. But yeah, so that's the things that we have there. So let's go ahead and check out our quests. Like I said, I finished off all of these quest chains here, including this one. I went ahead and made a portable fluid interface just to get the quest completed. It is what it is, whatever. So I made some andesite funnels for the interfaces. So we have that loot going for us. And then we have mechanical pistons, gets us more loot. And again, I don't want to click the button because I don't want the experience, because as we know, I die. So I'm going to just go ahead and manually collect the loot boxes for all of these and see what we end up with in our inventory. Looks like a lot of stuff. A legendary create loot box, though. That sounds cool. Do we have stuff on our floor? No. Okay. All right, so what did we end up getting out of that? We got an adjustable pulse repeater. We have piston extension poles. We have adjustable crates. Allows manual control over its capacity. It can hold up to 16 stacks of any item. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. 16 stacks of any item, that's a lot. Copper casings, builder's tee. We got some precision mechanisms. That might be super... That might jump us up too. Oh, man. With our brass casings, that allows us to get rotation speed controllers. We can really speed up stuff in Create now. We could really speed these up. Oh, man. That's a lot. Also, yeah. Mechanical crafting, a phantasmal rifle. What is this? That's kind of cool. The golden gun. I don't know what those are. That looks cool, though. Oh, man. We could make a flux bore now. Oh no, we don't have HDPE, so we can't get to that. Anyway, I'm looking at too many different things. We have a powered latch, analog lever, tree fertilizer. I already had those, and that looks to be about it for the rewards. So, but there was a lot of good rewards. I'm not going to complain about what we got there. So, anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good one.